Dairy. She was yelling at me, saying that I had garbage in the hallway, which I do on the floor because I swept it there. Because people like to walk in my room, so it makes it a little harder for them to walk in my room when there's garbage present, right? Uh, then she raised her voice at me because I confronted her about throwing my waters away. So then I raised my voice a little bit. Then my mom starts yelling at me, talking about you're the problem, you're the issue, you have mental health issues, this and that and the other. But my mom talks to herself all day, crazily too. And I do basically think kind of the same my mom is, but I heal and I get better at healing myself and thinking better every day, right? She's still stuck in the old ways, the same thought process her whole life. And I grew up around my mom her whole life. So I know she has mental health issues, crazy. Now she's making up stories. She probably believes the stories she tells you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't done shit in the past 5 years, illegal, questionable like that. You know what I mean? So I don't even know what they're doing. I confronted my mom and she was yelling. Her eyes got all big. She had no fear in her heart. No fear, so that she can't say I scared her or nothing like that. Anything like that. So she had no fear with her eyes big, mean mugging me, yelling at me. She says, your fault. And then she tells Miranda later on, it's my issue. Da 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 da. And she had no fear in her heart. And I said, well, tell the camera what I did, because I don't know what they're fucking trying to say or what they're doing. I guess I feel like, from me being intuitive, I feel like they're telling everybody else a story and I'm left out and I don't know what's happening. That's what I feel. But I put it on video right now and I thought it was corny, but anyways, I said, well, tell everybody what I'm doing, because I don't know what, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, I'm giving you a chance. And then she started bringing up, I was like, you got mental health, you've been to prison. That's not what I'm doing. What does that got to do with anything? I told her I'll put it on video and I'll put it on my page. And she started bringing up all this random old stuff. I ain't been to prison in like 10 years. That's a whole decade. You're stuck in the past with your mentality. I've confirmed being prophet, confirmed being a reverend, confirmed changing my life. 10 years ago, I've been to prison. You're still telling me? You know what I mean? Like, come on now. I can bring stuff up from 10 years ago. My mom was smoked out on meth. You want to say that? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? That's 10 years ago, bro. You know what I mean? Okay, I've been to prison, and everybody knows I've been to prison. I'm tatted up, fucking Mexican. All my homies know I've been to prison. Who cares? What does that got to do with anything? People go to prison and reform themselves. That's why prison is there, to teach you your lesson. So I reformed. I became a prophet and a reverend. So what does that got to do with anything? Actually, that's part of my testimony. Thank you, Mom. Show that I was once a knucklehead, and now I'm better and greater and a better person, and I walk in a better lifestyle. Thank you, Mom, for bringing that up. And anyways, mental health. I had a little bit of depression in the past. I had a little anxiety. I've healed it. I talk sporadic and crazy a little bit sometimes when I'm prophesying, because I'm prophesying energies, talking to spirits, but then I cleanse and I realign and I lay and I meditate and I get back to my conversation, right? Or back to my mental health, no issues. So where's this mental health at? Let me know. It just bringing old stuff up, and it's showing that I recovered and that I overcame demonic spirits of mental health issues, witchcraft, drugging, poisoning, and everything. So that's what it shows. Every time you bring up my past, it shows that I'm a greater person. There we go. Reformed, better, forgiven, cleared karma, all that. It just shows I'm a better and greater person. So what she's speaking about is irrelevant, other than showing that once I was a knucklehead and once I had some issues and I grew and past them and I healed them. So I appreciate you, Mom. Anyways, I asked her, what am I doing? What am I doing to you? Then she started to trip out. I stepped in her room while she's talking to me. She's like, don't come in my room. Don't come in my room. Like she's trying to say I'm going to her room. She always calls me out of my room to go to her room, to hand her a jacket from the room, to pick up her bag and hand her bag on the wheelchair. She'll go to her wheelchair outside and she'll be like, grab that from my room. And now all of a sudden she's like, don't come in my room. Don't come in my room. What does that even mean? It doesn't even make no sense. You're the one that calls me out of my room every freaking day. I try to ignore my mom and my family most of the time. And when I leave my room, I try to be nice and cool, you know what I mean? Help her, give her food, etc. Take care of my disabled mom. So right now, when I confronted her, I was like, what am I doing to you? She had no fear in her heart, and she was mean mugging me. with her eyes big, using his spiritual power through her eyes. And then she started speaking in Spanish. So I gave her a chance to speak on video, and I'll put it on my page. No matter what she said, no matter what it was, to me, that seems like she's lying. Because she had no fear in her heart from me. None at all. Not one bit. So she can't say she fears me, because she was sitting there yelling at me. And she yells at me every single day. The neighbors know that. I know that. My sister knows that. Lucas knows that, etc. So she has no fear in her heart from me. She could never say she fears me. And then earlier she put her hand like this with a gun and basically death threatened me while I'm being poisoned by my family. That looks like my sister's over here throwing away my evidence and stuff, hiding the criminal activity of me being poisoned. My throat, you can hear my voice is kind of raspy because they poisoned my tobacco and they poisoned my food. And I'm not sick, you know what I'm saying? And so now it looks like my mom and my sister are poisoning me, and that my mom's covering it up, and then she's showing a gun with her hand, threatening me with hand gestures. It just all adds up to me, honestly, theoretically. But the main documentation is that that my mom had no fear in her heart, and I told her, what am I doing? And she brought up old past stuff like 10 years ago of me being in prison and me something about mental health issues. I haven't had mental health issues in a while. And I've had mental health issues because I was drugged here and I went crazy into psychosis. And some of those drugs were put in the water and I saved those waters. And then Miranda comes over here, gets mad, pushing me down on the ground while I told her to leave. And then she throws away my water bottles that were evidence. But anyways, my mom's a psychologist, so if I have mental health issues, then she's using her psychology major and her manipulation and narcissism to control me and my life and my mental health while drugging and poisoning me. That's what it seems like. Anyways, I poured some of those waters on the ground here in my room, so even if I have CSI come test the ground, you'll find out what they put in my waters. But anyways, anyways, my sister was recording me and I didn't like that. But anyways, she has that recording and I need that recording. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But anyways, my mom's, to me it seems, I told her, I had the video camera towards her. I told her I'll put whatever she said, I'll put on the internet, I'll put it on my page. What am I doing to her? And she just brought up prison and mental health, which neither are irrelevant in this day and time right now. You know what I'm saying? You can hear me speak. Do I sound crazy to you right now? Nah, not really. But anyways, she didn't speak up. She didn't say nothing. And then she said, why you step in my room when I'm talking to her? So it seems like she's trying to play a victim-based mindset and game in order to get me tax stocked. And she goes to the witchy store and she gets readings and she probably talks to necromancers and tries to get me fucking killed and, steal my life force or whatever. That's what it looks like to me. Probably talking to the cartel, probably talking to gang members with my sister in order to take my life and take my spiritual gifts or whatever, sacrifice me. That's what it seems like to me. That's the little crazy part that could be over the top, little crazy mental health thing, could possibly be that much. You know what I mean? But that's just a theory. I don't really care either way because I'm exposing criminal activity. So that theory could sound crazy and I don't give a fuck because it's a theory. I'm not saying they're doing that. I'm just saying it's one of my theories that sounds plausible with a logical explanation, knowing that my mom has been to the store of the witchy store, knowing that my mom has gotten readings on and stuff, knowing that I had dreams and prophetic dreams of my mom, my sister, and my aunt at the Botanica. So logical with a dream backing it sounds plausible in a theory. But anyways, my mom didn't say I did anything to her. All she said is, you've been to prison and you have mental health issues. So now anything that she says to anybody else, she had no fear in her heart, let alone anything. She yells at me every day, so she has no fear in her heart. So she can't say I'm scaring her, I'm pushing her over or doing stuff to her, making her do things or anything like that. So she has no fear in her heart. She yells at me every single day. The neighbors know this. So anything that she says that she couldn't say to me, to my face, that means she's lying. She got angry. So if anybody has any type of stories against me, against my mom or my sister, come to me. let me know. Drop a comment, drop me a message, a DM, because I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what they're saying, and I need to find out myself because I haven't heard anything. And I just have my intuition, my prophetic gift, my dreams, and my investigations. My investigation, and now they're messing with my investigation. And now my mom looks like a liar. If she's saying anything to anybody and she's playing a victim, then she's not scared of me. She's not scared of me at all. So this looks like my mom's telling people this. My theory is my mom's telling people everything. When I moved here, I was in my room going through depression, going through things because I was getting poisoned and drugged, and I was talking crazy and sporadic, right, prophesying, and I almost lost my mind, right? And I healed, and I was channeling energies and all types of stuff. And then my mom told me not to talk to the neighbors at all. She said, "Don't talk to the neighbors." She was saying the neighbors are all doing it against me, and she's like, "Don't talk to the neighbors." Da 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 da. And she was telling me that, and I told Katie that, the next door neighbor in the backyard, one time. I was like, "My mom doesn't want me to talk to the neighbors." She was telling me the neighbors were all like basically after me, um, and stuff like that, and that not to talk to them. And then, so my theory is that she talks to some of the neighbors or some of the people around here and is controlling a narrative of playing a victim when nothing really went down or happened. I gave her a chance to expose me on my video, and I told her I would upload it to my social media. She did not say anything but bring up a past thing, a mental health thing, while I'm being drugged, trying to make me a mental health thing. As a psychology major, she manipulates and narcissists me all the time. So to me, it seems like my mom's controlling a narrative, telling everybody a story, a made up tattletale, and controlling a narrative against me in order to pursue me, to put me in jail or in the mental health facility, in order to lie and saying I'm the problem when the whole time my family's a problem. But they have numbers, they have people with them, they have family they talk to, they have people they talk to. They probably go to the houses around here and kick it out the houses and try to set me up and watch me. You know what I mean? I can, you know what I'm saying? But I don't invite nobody here. I don't do nothing wrong. I'm over here praying to angels and God, something with the, I'm not doing nothing bad or illegal. Look, I'm not even doing death work really. I'm just praying and channeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wishing bad on people other than returning their energy. If they're trying to kill me, then I return that energy spiritually. That's it. That's all I'm doing. There's nothing wrong in that. That's balancing the justice scales, the scales of justice. They want to poison me. Poisoning is meant to kill people. Then I just return that energy spiritually with Santa Muerte. So if you're trying to kill me, it just reverses back to you, your family, and kids. I don't have nothing to do with it. I'm just sending your energy right back. Your physical attacks are manifested in an energetic force that I send right back in a spiritual attack. Not even an attack, just returning your energy. The spiritual and the physical energy you've done to me, I grab that energy and I just return it and pray it back to you. That's it. So you can't even blame me for necromancy or hurting anybody spiritually. I'm just sending the energy right back to you. Your physical attacks are manifested energy in the spiritual realm sent right back to you. That's it. So you can't even call me evil or a devil or bad or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just returning your energy, balancing the scales. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So you can't say I'm over here killing people, doing necromancy or anything, because I'm not. Anyways, Santa Muerte does things at her own accord as well, too. I told her to protect me. She protects me. Point blank, period. Archangel Michael, too. Archangel Michael will smash you out real quick. Boom. Anyways, it just looks like my mom's making up stories and telling everybody else but me, and I don't know what's going on other than my assumptions, my theories, and my investigation. That's what it looks like. My mom has no fear in her heart, so if she's telling you she fears me, then she's fucking lying, because we just confronted her and she yells at me every day. You don't yell at people you fear. Point blank.